In today's reflection, I would like to share with you a true story. It's an emotional story, one that might even bring tears to your eyes, because it is a real and moving tale, the story of a woman, a mother named Karen. Like any mother, when Karen learned that a baby was on the way, she did everything she could to help her 3-year-old son, Michael, prepare for the arrival of his baby sister. The tests showed it was a girl, and so every day, Michael would sing to his mother's belly. That little boy, just 3 years old, called out to his sister even before she was born. The pregnancy progressed normally, and at the right time, the contractions began, first every 5 minutes, then every 3, and finally every minute. However, complications arose, and Karen's labor lasted for hours. There was much discussion about the likely need for a cesarean section. Finally, after a long wait, Michael's baby sister was born, but with the siren blaring, an ambulance rushed the newborn to the neonatal ICU at another hospital. Days passed, and the baby's condition worsened. The doctors were frank, telling the parents to prepare for the worst, as there was little hope. Karen and her husband began making arrangements for the funeral. Just days earlier, they had been setting up a room for the new baby, and now their plans had changed to preparing for their daughter's funeral. Meanwhile, Michael asked his parents every day to take him to see his sister. He kept saying, "I want to sing to her." Michael wanted to sing the same song to his sister that he had sung to his mother's belly. In the second week in the ICU, it was expected that the baby would not survive until the end of the week, yet Michael continued to insist on being allowed to enter the ICU to sing to his sister. Children were not allowed in the ICU, but Karen decided she would take Michael to the hospital regardless. He had not yet seen his sister, and if not today, he might never see her alive. So, she dressed Michael in slightly larger clothes to disguise his age and went to the hospital. The nurse did not allow the boy to enter and demanded that Karen leave as well, but the mother insisted. No, he won't leave until he sees his sister. So, they let Michael in. Karen took Michael to the incubator, and he looked at that tiny baby, that little miniature person fighting for her life. After a few seconds, looking at his sister, he began to sing in his small voice, and the lyrics of his song said, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray." At that moment, the baby responded. Her pulse began to slow down and stabilize. Karen encouraged Michael to keep singing. She said, "Keep singing, son, keep singing to her." And Michael continued, "You don't know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away." As Michael sang, the baby's labored breathing began to ease, and the mother said, "Keep going, dear, keep going, mommy is touched." And the boy continued, "Another night, dear, I dreamed I held you in my arms." The baby started to relax, and the mother said, "Sing a little more, son, sing, keep singing." By this time, the nurse had started crying, and Michael continued his song, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. Please don't take my sunshine away." The next day, Michael's sister had recovered, and within a few days, she went home. A famous magazine called this story, "The Miracle of a Boy's Song." The doctors simply called it a miracle. Karen called it the miracle of God's love. Well, we won't debate here whether it was a miracle or not. All we can say is that this story is real, and from it, we learn something extraordinary. We learn that love is incredibly powerful. When you receive this message, send it to the people you love, and may God's peace be with you today. May you be exactly where you should be. May you use everything you have received and receive from God, and share the love given to you. May you feel happy to be alive, and may God's presence be in your life, allowing your soul to sing and walk in the sunlight, for it shines for all of us. A big hug, and until next time.